Have you ever wondered what it's like to perceive reality in a way that's drastically different from others? Imagine, if you will, your mind painting pictures that aren't there, hearing whispers in the silence, or feeling sensations with no apparent source. This is the enigma we call psychosis, a mental health condition that challenges the very fabric of our understanding of reality. Psychosis is often misunderstood, frequently confused with other mental health disorders. It's not schizophrenia, though it can be a symptom of it. It's not bipolar disorder, though it can occur during severe manic or depressive episodes. In its simplest form, psychosis is a disconnection from reality. It's a condition where the mind, for reasons we don't fully understand, begins to interpret the world in ways that differ from the norm. This divergence manifests in two primary ways: hallucinations and delusions. Hallucinations involve sensing things that aren't really there. It could be hearing, seeing, feeling, smelling, or even tasting something that doesn't exist in the objective world around us. Delusions, on the other hand, are firm beliefs in things that aren't true or real, despite evidence to the contrary. Psychosis can be a bewildering, even frightening experience. It can distort an individual's thoughts and perceptions in ways that can be hard to comprehend for those who've never experienced it. It can blur the lines between the self and the world, between dreams and wakefulness, between the past, present, and future. But why does psychosis happen? Our understanding is still evolving. It could be due to a combination of genetic predisposition and environmental factors. Stress, trauma, substance misuse, or certain physical illnesses can trigger it. It can happen to anyone at any age, though it's more common in young adults. Understanding psychosis can be challenging, but it's a crucial step towards empathy and support for those experiencing it. As we delve deeper into the enigma of psychosis, let's remember that it's not just about understanding a condition, but about understanding the people living with it. Imagine living in a world where your senses deceive you, where you hear, see, or believe things that aren't real. This is often the reality for those dealing with psychosis, a severe mental disorder that disrupts thought and perception, creating a stark departure from objective reality. Let's delve deeper into the key symptoms of psychosis: hallucinations, delusions, and thought disorders. Hallucinations are false perceptions where individuals may hear, see, taste, smell, or feel things that don't exist. They could hear voices that no one else can, see things that aren't there, or feel sensations on their skin when nothing is touching them. These experiences are very real to the person experiencing them, making it incredibly challenging to distinguish reality from illusion. Next, we have delusions. These are false beliefs that the person holds on to, even when presented with evidence to the contrary. There are various types of delusions. For instance, a person might believe they possess exceptional abilities, wealth, or fame, known as grandiose delusions. Or they may feel that they are being persecuted or conspired against, referred to as paranoid delusions. These beliefs, while seemingly strange to us, are unwavering and very real to the person experiencing them. Lastly, we have thought disorders. These are disruptions or disorganized thinking that can be hard to follow. A person's speech might be jumbled, or they might invent new words. They might jump from one topic to another, with no logical connection between thoughts. This can make communication extremely difficult and often isolating. Remember, these symptoms aren't chosen or brought on intentionally. They're the result of complex chemical imbalances and disruptions in the brain that we are still striving to understand. It's also important to note that these symptoms can occur in varying combinations and intensities, making each person's experience unique. These symptoms can be terrifying and confusing, making everyday life a constant struggle for those living with psychosis. So, as we move forward, let's approach this topic with empathy and an open mind, seeking to understand rather than judge. How does one navigate life when their own mind is a labyrinth of illusion? This question encapsulates the struggle faced by individuals grappling with psychosis. It's a condition that can transform the mundane into the mystifying, making the daily act of living feel like navigating an intricate maze. Psychosis can significantly impact an individual's ability to function. Imagine trying to complete a task at work, but being constantly disrupted by hallucinations or delusions. It's like trying to focus on a conversation in a crowded room while someone is incessantly whispering in your ear. These experiences can make it incredibly challenging for individuals with psychosis to maintain regular employment, sometimes leading to financial instability. Moving on to personal relationships, psychosis can also cast a long shadow. The unpredictable nature of psychotic episodes can create tension and uncertainty, straining bonds with family and friends. It often becomes a delicate balancing act for loved ones as they strive to provide support while also dealing with their own emotions and fears. Let's not forget self-care, an essential part of our daily lives that we often take for granted. For someone with psychosis, basic tasks like eating healthily, maintaining hygiene, or even getting a good night's sleep can turn into uphill battles. The constant struggle with their inner world can leave little energy for taking care of their physical health. Yet, it's important to remember that the impact of psychosis varies from person to person. It's not a one-size-fits-all illness. Some individuals might experience severe disruptions in their life, while others may have periods of lucidity where they can function relatively well. In the face of these challenges, understanding and support from others become crucial. We need to foster an environment where individuals with psychosis feel heard and supported, rather than stigmatized or shunned. Empathy can be a powerful tool in helping them navigate their labyrinth. With the right help and understanding, individuals with psychosis can lead fulfilling lives. This is not just a hopeful statement, but a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Even when faced with the enigma that is psychosis, individuals can and do find their way through the labyrinth, emerging stronger on the other side. Is there a light at the end of this winding dark tunnel? Yes, indeed there is. One of the most important things to understand about psychosis is that there's a path to recovery. It's not a straight or easy path, but it's there, and it's paved with various forms of treatment. Let's dive into the primary treatment options. Therapy, specifically psychotherapy, is one of the most effective tools. It is a process where individuals with psychosis engage in sessions with trained mental health professionals. It provides a safe environment for individuals to explore their thoughts, fears, and behaviors. Cognitive behavioral therapy, in particular, is a form of psychotherapy that teaches individuals how to identify and change destructive thought patterns that lead to problematic behaviors and beliefs. Next, we have medication. Antipsychotic drugs play a crucial role in managing the symptoms of psychosis. They can help reduce hallucinations, delusions, and disordered thinking. But remember, medication is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's important to work closely with healthcare providers to find the right medication and dosage. Then, there's the power of support. This can come in many forms, from family and friends to support groups to mental health professionals. Having a strong support network can make a world of difference in managing psychosis. It can provide emotional comfort, practical assistance, and a sense of belonging. Now let's talk about early intervention. It's crucial to seek help as soon as symptoms of psychosis appear. Early intervention can significantly improve the prognosis and help individuals manage their symptoms more effectively. It can also reduce the risk of psychosis-related complications, such as depression and social isolation. The path to recovery from psychosis is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It requires patience, perseverance, and a lot of support. But with the right treatment and resources, individuals with psychosis can manage their symptoms and improve their quality of life. While there's no cure for psychosis, there are ways to manage it and lead a meaningful life. So what have we learned about the enigmatic world of psychosis? Well, we've journeyed through the complex and often misunderstood realm of psychosis, shining a light on its many intricacies. We began with the enigma of psychosis, this seemingly nebulous state where reality as we know it starts to blur. We unscrambled the concept, understanding that psychosis isn't a condition itself, but rather a symptom, a sign of various mental or physical illnesses. It's characterized by hallucinations, delusions, and disorganized thinking, creating a unique and individualized experience for each person. We then delved into the unraveling of reality, exploring how these symptoms distort a person's perception of the world around them. We discovered that the world as seen through the eyes of someone experiencing psychosis can be drastically different from our own, filled with sounds that don't exist, sights that aren't there, and beliefs that seem implausible. From there, we moved on to the impact on individuals, highlighting the challenges faced by those living with psychosis. We learned that it's not just about the individual, but also about their loved ones, their communities. The ripple effect of psychosis touches everyone around them, creating a web of challenges that extend beyond the person experiencing the symptoms. Our journey then took us down the path to recovery. We discussed the importance of early intervention and the role of medication, therapy, and support in managing psychosis. we found hope in the fact that recovery is possible, that with the right help and support, individuals can lead fulfilling lives despite their experiences with psychosis. And now, here we are, at the end of our exploration. We've learned, we've understood, and hopefully, we've grown more empathetic towards those living with psychosis. But our journey doesn't end here. It's the beginning of a much larger conversation, a stepping stone towards better understanding and greater empathy. Remember, understanding is the first step towards empathy and support. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of those living with psychosis. Don't forget to take care of yourselves. Bye.